Alright, what's going on guys, and welcome to the video. So we're going to be looking at the T-34-85M today. Way back I did videos with this tank when I didn't have as good of a, I don't think I even had a camera and my mic was worse and the quality was just really bad. We're going to play this tank. It's been a long time since I played this vehicle, and we're going to go ahead and see if I can make it work. I've been trying to play a lot of my premiums, and we do have quite a few of them. But this tank in particular, I haven't played in forever. We got the Type 64, we got the T-92. I just did my session in the T-92. We might play the Lova again. I might do a session in the T-54 again. I'm not a huge fan of this tank, but we might do that again as well. But let's go ahead and get into the games with the T-34-85M. This is a mid-tier medium, so I feel like it might help some people out to look at this kind of tank. You know, mid-tier if they want to try and get into mediums, because in my opinion it's a pretty standard medium tank at tier 6. It's got good DPM. The armor is like pretty good, so you can kind of get an idea of how to play these things, and really mediums are exactly what they sound like. They're a cross between a light and a heavy in most cases, but they also each have their own strengths. Some are more faster than others, some are, you know, more hold down, some have clips, so you can get in and run out and stuff like that. This is just your average brawling, you know, standard Russian medium tank at tier 6. So the way I have it set up is we have this mobility slot. I use the IRM here because I feel like it does the most with the advantage of the mobility slot, and then I have optics and I have rammer and optical calibration. I don't have the experience to do anything here because I haven't played this tank like in forever, like I said. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with getting into this, and we run it with rations. The crew is pretty good, it looks like. I have recon on here, repairs on the commander, I guess. Repairs is kind of important on a medium. I do have situations. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Situational awareness, guys. Concealment. So really just, I guess, a standard kind of loadout for the crew, and 447 view range. I do remember that this tank has good view range, so keep this in mind. It's a way to you know, play as a light kind of if you need to. 0.34 dispersion, average aiming time, and all that you can see here. But the DPM is strong, and that's where this tank really you know, packs a punch, is with the DPM. So let's go ahead and get into the battles. We're at 83.42% on the mark apparently, but I think the mark will be a little messed up since I haven't played this vehicle in so long. And we do have it 2 marked, so you know, it's not like me getting to 85% is going to mean anything other than bragging rights, I guess, whatever. But and we'll see how this goes. The thing that sucks about this vehicle is it does see tier 8s, and I feel like it gets very overpowered at that point. But I think the pen is really good on the APCRs as well. So yeah, if you're looking to get into mediums, guys, I would highly recommend getting this tank. I know it's a premium and people hate spending real money, but this tank, it's, in my opinion, better than the T-34-85 by you know, a good margin. That's kind of how Wargaming sells their vehicles. They want them to be really good, so you buy them, obviously. But yeah, this thing is very powerful, man. And you can see, like, with the IRM, it's very snappy, you know. Like, the turret turns pretty damn fast. And the mobility is fine. We're doing 40-something kilometers an hour right now. And the pen on the APCRs, I think, is like 180, 194. So at tier 6, that is pretty damn powerful. Alright. A ton of Italian tank destroyers, as to be expected. Cromwell's here. We're not going to get to him in time, but I'm going to play in the area that I'm comfortable playing, which is down here. Let's see what we got for now. We're going to come right up to here. Alright, this EBR, yeah, I kind of want to get a shot on this guy. soon as I go for the EBR, the 12T comes running into the mid, man. It's just my luck, man. Okay. Alright, let's kind of assess this. Let's see what's going on here. What I'm always careful about is I like to pull back, guys, look at the map again, and then continue my way into the mid, because this spot is very dangerous to be in when you have like heavies here that can poke on you, and people can rush down this line, they can rush down this line. You just never know, so I like to be very cautious, reassess the map every time, and then come back for it. So I think at this point we're pretty safe here. I don't think anyone else is going to YOLO this area yet. Pushing the east side of the map, which is good, and I think at this point we can start getting slightly aggressive here. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's go for it. I'm going to do it like this. Spotted probably by these TDs sitting here. Can I get over here? Yeah. It's fine. Might have a shot at this guy right here. Scorpion appears as well. That's good. Accuracy on this thing is average, guys. Just keep this in mind. DPM is good, like I said. Okay. Yeah, so this guy's on the other side. I couldn't even see that before. I'm gonna come up right here. I'm waiting for the east side of this map to push in, so that's why, if you guys are wondering why I made this play, I could see that the east was clearly going to win. So now, when the east wins, they poke up and they spot these guys here. I wasn't really worried about the west. You know, that is what it is. I mean, if they lost it, they lost it. It actually might have even been better if they lost it, because if they did, then I would have more shots here, but very quick game, guys. Nothing I can really do about that. I think we played it decent, but just things happening so quickly here. Okay. Shooting HE at me, really? And that penned? Where did he even hit me? On the side right there. Interesting. 863 damage, 290 assists. Not a great performance, guys, but very, very fast game, and that just seems to be the way things are going today. I just did the T92 session, so if you guys watched that, I'm doing this right after it, and the matchmaking in the games today have just been like the weirdest freaking thing ever, man. So, alright, let's get into the second game. And again, guys, any questions you have with these vehicles, please just ask them in the comment section. Ask, and I will answer you. Because I feel like I do so many videos that I don't always talk about the tank as if I'm playing it for the first time, you know, because I'm not. But my point being is I've played this game so much that there's a lot of people that might be viewing my channel that are wondering certain things about the tank. Where do I go on this map? You know, what do I do in this particular tank? Can you tell me why you made this play, etc., etc.? Just ask me questions and I will answer them, guys. Put a thing into the video like, hey, at 4 minutes and 50 seconds, why did you make this play? Ask me and I'll answer, guys, because again, like I said, when you play this game so much, sometimes you just kind of do things like they're breathing, right? You know, it's like riding a bike. You know, it seems hard at first, and then you do it without even thinking about it. It's kind of the same thing. That's the way, you know, people like me play this game now. You play so much that you just kind of do things without even really saying what you're doing. So any questions, guys, please just ask me. I love having, you know, comments to answer, right? Because I only have like 160 subs right now, so I'm happy to answer any of your guys' questions. So feel free. And if for whatever reason I don't get back to you, leave another comment, because I answer all my comments. Maybe I just missed it. It's not me ignoring you or anything. I'm gonna wait to see if a tree gets knocked down here. And yeah, my decision to come here really had nothing to do with the matchmaking. I just kind of decided to come here. Going here is another option, but I see that we have like all these TDs, so I'm not really going to be worried about that. You know, A20 will have plenty of support. Here's the leopard. Okay, it's a good high roll. Are we spotted? No. The 25 TP made too aggressive of a play here. You know, there's just not enough support. I'm more than happy to help him from here, but you got to be careful when you make these kinds of plays, right? If you don't have the support, you don't have the support. And yeah, this guy's probably going to get YOLO'd now. I feel kind of bad. I could try and help this guy, like, get into the spot where the tiger is, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if we have some shots from, like, right here. And this is the good thing about this vehicle, guys, is you can kind of move around pretty quickly. Yeah, the accuracy, man. But it's flexible, and the DPM is really good. So you can see, like, me just making this play, like, we might get 3 shots of this guy. And look at all this HP I'm taking away from this guy. So, good example of kind of how to use the DPM of this vehicle to your advantage. I'm comfortable enough, I think, to sit right here. Yeah. Just to get an initial spot on this guy. And at this point, I'm almost thinking of pressing this, because I think we've eliminated, what was that, the 40 TP. And I'm thinking that likely people would be spotted over here if they were coming this way. You know, I feel like they would already be spotted. So I'm going to push into this leopard. I'm going to make a slightly aggressive play here. I'm going to push into him. Okay, and this guy is following me, so that's good. And we have, yeah, both of these guys are coming with me, so. And we're going to see if we can press this, maybe. No, don't stop, dude. Okay, E25 is here. That's probably the one tank I don't want to be sitting there because the DPM is insane, but that's alright. We'll take a couple shots from this guy. And this is what you can do in a medium, guys. This is what makes it different than some other tanks. Like, in a light tank, I'd probably be making the same play, but at least you have some kind of armor in this vehicle that you can sort of rely on, and good DPM to back you up, right? So, and we also have good view range. So, like I said, very flexible tank, very easy to work with, very forgiving. The only thing that isn't forgiving, and see, there you go, get a nice block there. The only thing that isn't forgiving is the gun depression on this vehicle. It's really bad. But that's Russian, right? Like, you can see, like, this is the gun depression. that's as much as we have. Just gonna poke up right here. Clean this guy up. There's M12. We're getting spotting on one arty. Just want to be careful not to take too much damage here. I don't know who else is back here at this point. There we go. There's M10. Is he aiming at me? No, he's behind the hill there. Oh, he's right here. Wow, guys. I didn't see that. Like, my eyes, like, played tricks on me there for a moment. I wasn't looking at the map. I thought he was like way back here. Alright, so that's a pretty good game. I mean, we did 1900 damage, 500 assist, and I think we made the correct play in pushing this line. Take a few shots from the E25, but it's not really changing anything about the performance, and yeah, that's the game. So, we're 82% on the mark. Looks like it's going to go up 0.6%, so that's not bad. And this was pretty good by WN8 as well, so I mean, I'm pretty happy with this performance. We'll play another, and if it's a good game, I might call it there. We'll see. We're at 15 minutes on the video. It's good. We are second by damage and third by experience. Not bad at all. Made 28k out of that. Let's go again. This is probably not going to be any more than, yeah, a tier 6 game. So it's all tier 6. There's really two options on this map, in my opinion, in almost every tank, right? Unless you're a tank destroyer. You can either come to around like C3, or you can go the other way and go to like K0 area, K9. I always prefer coming to this area of the map. I feel like it's a very powerful, if you have a quick enough tank to get there, I always recommend coming to this area, because even if people press your base, you have shots from here, you know, because of the way the bases are, and you're always going to have a lot of TDs sit in this area. So what it creates is crossfire if people press right this way. There's a lot of these Basotos, man. 1, 2, 3 on my team, like 4 on their team. Yeah. Wild, man. Everyone, like, forgive my language here, but everyone has like a hard-on for the new tanks, guys, every time they come out. I just find it hilarious. Like, I know there's a lot of people that play this game so much that a new tank comes out and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to play it because it's something new, right? But I haven't even gone down this line yet. Like, I'm not really interested in these tanks. Might actually have one shot here. Yeah, I was looking just like this guy was. Do we have shots? Get one into the Cheeto. Where are these guys? Yeah, they're behind the rock now. I wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't already have people up here, but we do, so I feel like I can sit here and just kind of wait for these shots. Wow, what the heck hit that guy? I think Dicker Max has good damage per shot. Wow, man. That tiger just got, like, literally deleted off the map, man. Okay. So we're going to come up here, and we can kind of start to get aggressive. You can sort of, what do you call it? I can't think of the term right now, guys. Side scrape with this vehicle? Jeez, man. Having a terrible time with speaking today for some reason. But you can kind of side scrape with this vehicle. It's doable at tier 6 maybe. Anything more than that, like, you're not really going to be able to do much. This guy facing me. One mistake people make when they play these vehicles is they sit back too much. Like, you see how the ARL kind of made a play there to go back? Now I'm pushing. If I take a shot from this guy, it's fine. But I want to push and keep pushing, you know? You turn my turret here, and I know that he just fired, so now I have him on. I know he's on reload, and now I can get to this area. And look, from here, I mean, yeah, we have to be in cover, but at least we have these guys permalit, and now, like, people will have crossfire and stuff like that. Now wait for this guy to fire, because I know he's looking at this guy, right? Someone gets a shot into him, and now I can kind of do this, depending on where the TDs are, right? Only M4 and the other Basoda were unlit. Okay. I'm gonna poke this like this. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the best way to do it with the armor. This guy's angling well, you can see it. Let's do the same. Just track him for now. Killed my driver. We'll just keep this guy here. Okay, they should be able to get him now. We can go after the Basoda. Actually, let's go after this M4. Because this guy's in a good spot. I think we can beat this guy with this vehicle. I'm thinking he has to still be here. Unless he went down that way too. There he is. We might not even have to. We might be able to play him like this. That shot was the one that needed to go in for me to be able to outmatch this guy. Now he might have first shot opportunity. Let's wait for the VK to come in. Swing way wide. Go back to APs. And you just gotta keep pressing in, guys. Not super aggressively, but you just want to keep, you know, the pressure on in these vehicles. Oh, shame. Oh, we're stuck, guys. They're gonna have to finish up the Cheeto. That's what I get for wanting to ram this guy. But they should be able to. You know what's really funny about this, guys? The last time I did a session in this tank, I also flipped it over. I never, ever flip tanks over. And the last time that I played this vehicle, I also flipped it over. If you guys go back on my channel to the last session I did with this vehicle, I flipped it over, man. In fact, we might have played one session that wasn't that long ago with this tank, but I just remember doing several videos on it when I was like brand new in like 2020 to doing YouTube. So 1745 damage, guys. What are we at? 23 minutes. Let's go one more time. Yeah, that's funny though, man. Like, I could probably count the number of times I've flipped vehicles over in the last like 6 months, guys, on like my hands, like just my fingers, right? Like it's incredible, like that it just so happens that I flipped this thing over in back-to-back actual recorded sessions. All right. This is another tier 6 game. So keep in mind, like, I'm getting into tier 6 games, guys. If you're getting into tier 8 games, you might not be having the performance that I'm having, right? I mean, this vehicle is very powerful. I would consider it like a tier 6.5, but keep in mind that we're top tier, so don't get discouraged. I think our first game was a tier 7, right? The last two have been tier 6. Alright, and what we're going to do is go to the A line. I like playing here because I feel like it's really good for a medium that has decent turret armor. And if you have decent mobility, you can get up there. Alright, T-34-85M is coming this way, it looks like. I don't want to be by myself. I mean, I can't. I'm not that good. Okay. And what I'm going to do is come up to this hill, guys. Some people like to try and push up this one. I'm not a fan of that. I feel like you're just too likely to get flanked or something. So this game could, like, there's a good chance this game could end early for us because there's really no support here. But once you make, like, in this kind of tank, it's not as fast as a light. You have to keep in mind, like, once you make a play like this, it's pretty difficult to get away on a map like this that's this wide open. On other maps, maybe not the case, but yeah, it's just me and this guy. And they're going to have all the TDs sit out here, and, like, this is probably going to be a loss, just looking at the layout of our team. It's likely going to be a loss, but we'll work through it. And this is where you don't want to be aggressive, right? Because I have no support. In the last game, we had some support. But it's literally just me and this guy. And even though we're in pretty powerful tanks, there's another one, you know? So, all right, he's going to go for him, then I'm going to go for him. Okay. All that was ramming damage. I was hoping to get a shot into that guy. He got aggressive, so I'm going to get aggressive. You have to stick together. You know, you don't want to... I don't want to let him run out in this situation when it's just the two of us here. And then, you know, let him die, right? Like, we have to kind of do this together. I'm going to come up like this because I don't want this guy to get away. Okay, 40 TPs here. You're going to be a little more careful. Where the heck did that shot go? Yeah, I might be in trouble here now. Let's hold APCRs and we'll see if we can fight these guys off. Okay. ELC's here. Artie's targeting me. Really unlucky there, guys. Really, really unlucky. We have to go for this guy now. Okay. And this is where the armor becomes pretty effective, right? You know, you could see that. Like, we should have had that shot into him there, the last shot, but unfortunately we bounced that shot, so I had to take one more from this guy. But that's where this tank becomes powerful, guys. You load the APCRs, and man, this thing becomes like a monster at this tier. It's able to fight off a lot of things because it has very strong DPM and somewhat reliable armor, right? So you can get away with doing these things, and this is why I wasn't that concerned. You didn't see me trying to run away from this situation. Because that's what this tank is able to do. Yeah, but the gun depression is where this thing really freaking sucks, man. Just looking like there's still a couple best Sotos that could come up this way. They cleaned him up. And twice with the ammo rack, right, guys? Like, I think the ammo rack must be pretty weak on this thing. I don't recall that being the case, but... Okay. I'm gonna assume this last guy is sitting like right here. Okay, he's not, he's way in the back. Alright. Just this last guy left. I'm gonna YOLO in like right over. Yeah, I was gonna say, because this guy's not gonna be alive long, so. Alright, that's it. Let's fling ourselves off here. Oh. A little too early. The other guy, our other Artie is still alive. I didn't even realize, but it's all good. I wasn't getting over there anyway. He's likely in, he's probably in here. I bet some, oh, this tree just got knocked down. Someone's probably going to dive on this guy. I'm actually almost happy that I killed myself so I can watch someone else dive on this guy. It's probably going to be this dude. Here we go. Come on, someone jump. He's able to shotgun this guy. So that's the game, guys. 1268 damage, 115 assist, and this is a pretty average performance, in my opinion, like for this kind of tank in these kinds of games. I mean, I'm not like super happy with the performances, but a lot of these games were pretty quick, so when that happens, a lot of times you just can't get the damage out, right? But I think the best example of this tank and kind of how you could play it is when we had to face the ELC and the 40 TP, or whatever, the 25 TP, whatever it was. And you can do that in this vehicle. Like it is good enough to be able to fight off two tanks at once, almost, depending on what they are, right? But so we were top by experience, and it looks like third. What was it? Second by damage, third by damage. Yeah, third by damage. And this guy that we pressed with, you know, he was pretty good. I mean, he pushed kind of erroneously the second time there because he got into a crossfire, and you don't want to do that. And that's why I was trying to kind of come around the other way once I saw that the 40 or 25 TP was there. But overall, like, to press the T-34-85M in the beginning, that was very smart, and we were able to ram him for a pretty good amount. And I don't know if you guys saw, but at the end I was kind of trying to turn my tank into the corner of his tank so he couldn't turn. Like, I didn't want this guy to go anywhere. I wanted it to be very predictable for my teammate, so that he can go after him and aim his shot well, right? So yeah, that's it, guys. That's what we're going to have for today. What was that? It was 4 battles. So in 4 battles, we did 1,441 damage, 441 assist. This is like 1,900 combined. I don't think that's bad at all for this tank. 5,600 World of Tanks rating, and that's, you know, all good. In the T-92, we had a terrible performance, in my opinion, but the matchmaking was really bad, so like I said in that video, I couldn't complain. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one in the T-34-85M. We attempted to ram someone, we flipped over on our side, and then we flung ourselves off a cliff and died. So this is the kind of things you're looking to see. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, guys, take care now. Bye-bye.